president here or something? Like, what is it? Like, I just want to party, man. Like, this is how bumping your food must be and stuff. It's
So
totally.
you just put glasses on and go mess people's shit up. Is what that's
Like, oh!
Oh, what the fuck is that?
So much better than I thought it was gonna be. So much. Yeah!
Welcome to Wine and Cheese. Down, down, flame, and down your brains. Might get a chance to do that again, bro. Insane! But I want to hear something else. I want to hear something else right now. George, give me something else. Because I was driving back and forth. I was all over. I was all over the continent today. I was driving. And I heard this song come on, and I was like, this is, right here, this is the most slept on fucking rock song in the last 20 years. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and proclaim that right now. You know the band? Muhammad Ali. Yeah. Look, here comes the hook. And this is why it's got metal and then it brings the party. Watch it. Here it comes. Yeah. Woo. Nah, it's about Muhammad Ali, but this band is the shit. Everybody's going to the thing to watch Muhammad Ali. Everybody's going to the thing. It's Muhammad Ali.
Knockout King.
Yeah, like right, we did knockout. I don't know all the words to it. George, what band is this? System of a Down. Okay, I'm gonna let you know right now. See, I was traveling today. Today was a very
Crawl on your hands?
well.
Why you so
It's okay. It's okay that you comment on them.
Keep going with your story. We'll get to the
No.
hands
What he's
later. I'm
talking about
sorry.
is my hands are dirty.
Extremely dirty.
And I could tell you that since 4 o'clock.
They got them little balls rolling off of him.
Yeah,
Like, ooh.
well, no, that's what I'm saying. We're down to like to where it actually has taken over the intercellular program of my hands.
Did it have
like
glue?
it's
Is it some kind of glue?
paint?
Paint?
We can get to this in a minute
All right,
because I got one thing at a time. All I can tell you is 6 different times I've washed my hands with different levels of fucking.
Oh yeah, it don't work, man.
George even brought the mineral spirits.
Oh, that thing get off?
No. It's when I tell you what's on there.
Have to wear off. You're gonna have to scrape it off with a razor blade after you get out the shower.
Yeah. So
With System of a Down, the Muhammad Ali song.
Yeah,
Knockout
that
King.
I think, and the name of that song is BYOB, George. BYOB. I'm here to say that is the most slept on rock song in the last 20 years. Like, I think if you had to line up, my personal opinion, if you lined up all the rock songs in the last 20 years, that thing is in the top 3, like, with a bullet. Have you ever heard that song? Do you know the band?
Are we being serious?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I'm being dead serious.
I heard the System of a Down.
Yes.
I enjoy it.
And you know do you know BYOB?
That song?
Yeah. Okay. Do you like? Are
Do
you?
I like it?
Yeah.
Oh, I like a lot. I like a lot more than not of System of a Down. Now, sometimes it's the wrong time to listen to it, kind of like
Agreed.
the wrong time to eat hot sausage, but I really like hot sausage also.
But is it like I don't understand how you could get better than everybody's going to the party, have a real good time. Like that's about as good as it gets.
I kind of like they're trying to build a prison. They're trying to build a prison for you and me to live in. They're trying to build a prison.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That
No
was a little
touching
bit-
tonight?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
You
Well, then let's
touchy-feely?
just get to what I
You're
want to
not
talk
being
about.
taken care of?
No.
What's wrong, man? You're a little touchy.
Because
Oh, you mad at me?
yeah.
Oh, well,
what's-
fuck. Well, man, we
Dude.
should have went right into that.
No, because I wanted to try to just, I don't know.
I'm trying to have small talk about
I'm
dirty
sweating.
hands and shit.
Yeah, well,
You all red?
So, what's fucked up is that I think I don't think. I hate it when I second guess myself.
Right. No, you know.
I don't think. I realized tonight, 10 minutes before the show, that you've been fucking me over
Right.
for like the past 4 or 5 weeks, and I can't believe that I fell into the trap. Like this
It
is
started 4 or 5 weeks ago?
yeah, of course
All
it
right.
did. Because okay, so here's what happened. You know what? It's like playing the game Clue.
All right.
Like one week you hear something and it goes in and it goes to the back, and then the next week you hear something and maybe a producer makes a comment to you, and then all of a sudden at one moment it's like an explosion in your brain that you're like, holy shit, I've been being taken advantage of.
Oh, what?
By
All right.
Yeah,
This
by
is
you.
good.
Yeah, because here's what's happened for the past 4
If
weeks.
I knew, I'd be like, oh, what?
Yeah,
He's
of
on
course,
to
yeah.
me. But
no,
I don't know.
You've come in the past 4 weeks, and George, please feel free to jump in if you think I'm being outrageous, as you're on your phone and paying no attention to us. Yeah, no, check the sink. That's fine. You check the sink, your toilet, everything in there. I don't even care. So
For the last 4 weeks.
you've been coming in, and as much as I try to not get into too much before the show so we can make the show good, you've been hammering me about, oh, these are the things I need to talk about off the air before we get on to the show. And you know what? We used to have an understanding, but when we started doing the show like in my house, that it was legitimate things that you couldn't talk about on the air. It was like personal stuff that we're going through in our lives that really can't make the air. You want
to know why?
No.
I'll tell you why.
I don't want to know. I'm not ready for a response yet.
Gotcha.
I've now realized that you're now getting any good material out of you is getting spilled out before the show in this room, and nobody's recording it. And then when it's times to do the show, I have to provide everything, and you just play along. That's what's been going on, and I just discovered it. I don't care when you laugh or whatever.
I kind of
want
want a rebuttal just because it sounds
good.
rebuttal.
Yeah, rebuttal. Oh,
no,
you
that's
disagree?
exactly what.
You disagree?
It's exactly because.
Do you agree or disagree?
Oh, I disagree. Because
Okay.
I think there's some things for the show, and then some things kind of like what we talk about off the show, or more like things of, it's a conversation that we're thinking something out. The show, I've come to learn, you have to be in, what's it called? Whatever. Yeah, it has to be facts.
No, you
say
got to the
something-
point. No, you
as
got to the
say
point tonight where we
something-
can't even talk about Southport Hall on the show.
Southport Hall.
No. You're like, oh, well, this deal. They're opening up a little room on the thing, but we
No,
can't
I
talk
didn't
about
say
that.
we
You
can't
did.
talk about
you
that.
did. We can't.
No,
talk.
we didn't.
Okay.
I never said off. I said off the air about the show of not talk about Miguel having people beat a fucking tire with sledgehammer because I don't know enough. I asked questions about it. Also, I asked questions about the setup at Southport Hall, which would be boring as fuck. Why would people want to listen to that? It's not time for those people
Well,
to
good.
have those
I'm glad.
conversations.
I'm
So
glad.
those are the things
I'm
I
glad
said,
that you've
I don't
become.
wanna, that's
you,
not the
no,
on-air
No,
conversations.
you're
to
right.
have.
But what's awesome?
I know I'm right.
You know what's great
you didn't
is
get
that.
I didn't do
what's-
that the last 4 weeks. We talked about shit with paper chase that we wouldn't talk about on the show. Like, because you're thinking things out. That's what friends do. That's the creative room. That's when you're talking things out.
Oh
You
man,
haven't-
this is a
you
fucking.
haven't
This is a
come to
snake oil
conclusions.
salesman. This is a
It's
snake
not what
oil
the fuck you
salesman.
talking
No,
about.
because what I'm trying to say is I'm glad that you have now
I'm not
become.
ready for you to have your
You see,
time to say
he
anything.
doesn't let you. He doesn't let you talk,
What?
and then you
Come
just
on.
give up. And no. I'm glad that you've become the barometer for what's interesting on this show.
I just
And you
gave you
weed
some
that out.
content
No,
'cause
no,
you
no,
don't
weed-
have none.
You weed
I'm-
that out. You weed that out before the show, to where we don't talk
talking
about
about?
that. No, that's good.
That's not true.
That's good. No, I got
What do
plenty
you want
of
to
stuff
talk about? Ask me anything, and I'll have a conversation with you about it right now. I'm not like that, and you had nothing, unlike me, who provided at least 3 topics. So that was your last-minute topic. Now to burn up 5 minutes. Like, it was genius. It was good.
Czar's Topics, Neti Pot.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the
wanna hear about
in-depth
that?
fucking coverage on what you're shoving
What
in
you
your
want me
nose.
now? I gotta give you.
No.
Why? It's very
All right,
interesting.
no, I'm gonna do what I set out to do, and that's why like your items always make it like in 7, 8, and 9.
Well, fuck, it's your show. Even though my name is first, somehow it's yours.
I'm telling you.
I'm not. It's not
I
even my real
realized it-
name.
I realized it before the show tonight that you've been dusting off anything that's interesting.
What are you
While
talking
you
about?
smoke a cigarette outside and I hang out with you because I thought we were friends. But what you've been doing is you've been dumping off all the good stuff before the show.
What's good?
And then-
Talk about it. Ask me about it. Let's go. What do you want to talk? What can we not talk about?
Well, you
No, I'm saying do it. It's
I
your
mean-
fucking show. Whatever's said is on your back, not me. What you want to know?
Man, I probably shouldn't.
Anything. Come on. What did we talk about before the show that was so good that we need to talk about it? Let's go.
You know what? Maybe you're
Ask
right.
me. No, fuck.
No,
Let's
it's
go.
just, now I feel bad because.
Why? Say it.
Well, you would just talk.
What? What could we not
You're right.
talk
You're
about?
right. See,
What do you want to talk about?
I think you called me out, and because it just.
You fell. The bit's over. You ruined it.
You're right.
You had a
Interpersonal
good idea,
relationships
but
that we both have.
Attacking the czar should never be attacked. Like, it's just not smart.
Okay. All right. Did you? Okay, you know what? We don't even have to be specific. Did you or did you not? Did we not talk before about how you're getting a little frustrated that people are trying to hit you up and hop on your back in success and try to shush the work aside that they should be doing and help them get gigs at places that maybe they don't deserve to play at? And you don't have to name anybody specific, but that's going on, and that's what I'm saying. That's why all of a sudden we're shut down from talking about Southport Hall, which is...
When you do, I think people know or would even contact me to ask me about a situation like that. They either know it 3 ways. Zombies eating sheep, wine and cheese, or Not Real Radio.
Yeah.
That's how they would know me.
Yeah.
And know the information, know that I had the information that I have, right? Not one fucking share, not one credit. They give nothing back. Very little to nothing back. All right? They don't even click like when a show is fucking posted. But yet somehow they know about these things and they know to contact me about it and they feel comfortable contacting me about it. That's what I don't understand. That's what, it doesn't even make me mad. It just makes me look at the situation like, why am I doing all this? Like, and if I'm doing all this to help or, I'm not doing it to help. I never started doing this for charity or to be nice or to help people. I do this kind of shit because I like to. Complete selfish reasons. I have fun doing it. It inspires me to be creative. I'm my happiest when I'm being the most creative. But it comes a time where you're like, I'm busting my fucking ass to do all this, and then somebody just can walk by and take half of my earnings and not do anything to deserve it.
Or send a Facebook message and get a contact and get a backdoor in and not put in the work. Right?
I guess.
So maybe do you see why...
It's on your face now, too.
Yeah, but...
How'd you get it on your face?
I don't know. But now maybe do you understand that this is the reason we do this fucking thing is to be entertaining, and a lot of it is
not entertaining at all, like talking about it.
That's not true because fucking it can't all be tying me up and pouring beer down my throat. Like people that want. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you can go wherever the fuck you want, but that's what I'm saying. So this is the type of stuff that's actually going in your
sausages too.
This is this is the type of stuff that's been going through your brain every week, and it's really what's affecting
not
you.
every week.
And
it's
you
just the
dump
topic
it out.
of the day.
You just regurgitate it on the floor before the show, so we don't have to talk about this type of stuff.
Right?
Like,
Why talk about it?
Well, because
it's not for public consumption. Those are things that happen behind the cameras that make the show happen. Like, you know how boring it would be to sit there and watch me write show notes for fucking
you're right.
Not Real
God
Radio?
forbid the people that at this moment, the 400 to 700 people that watch us every week, God forbid they would want to know a little bit, maybe 3 minutes about what's going on in your life because they tune in every fucking week to listen to you talk.
I used the neti pot because I had congestion.
Okay, well, so this is, okay. So
no, go ahead. What else you got?
No. This is when we're going to transition into, this is what you brought to the table this week.
Yeah.
You used the neti pot.
Yeah, it's awesome.
George, did you bring a, oh, there it is.
You remember when Dickie had to cancel the Stash Gordon show?
Dude, if this is a redirect to get me to fucking attack somebody else, I'm not going that way.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Ever since I fucked with him and I made the comment like he didn't have a sinus infection, he had AIDS. Well, I keep worrying somehow I'm gonna catch AIDS, but that hadn't happened. Not that I've been tested, recently, but I have a feeling there'd be signs. But I have been getting fucking sinuses so bad, man. And I'm like, that's what I get. I fucking made fun of of Dickie, and now I'm suffering since, and it just prolonged forever. Well, man, it reached a climax. After I left here, I felt like shit, like
What, last
progressively
week?
bad throughout the week.
Last Wednesday?
Yeah, by the time I got to Friday, dude,
The wrestlers weren't even here.
I could not breathe. Like, it just, my sinuses locked up, and I'm like, fucking Dickie got AIDS. And I'm like, man, so you use a neti pot, dude, and pour through your nostrils and clear that.
All right,
like,
so if we're
it
going to
gets
talk
all
about
dusty.
this, no, seriously.
So I thought,
No.
though, that I
You're
would
not-
like to do a tutorial and
No.
do it live on the show and kind of give some tips that
But
I've
instead
learned
we
throughout
just
the years.
instead we just
So if three of these 700 fucking people, if 3 people throughout the week share the show live and say
it's already done.
say the earth is flat, then I will pour
Wait,
the
you
neti
see,
pot
look
through
at
my
You're
nose.
attaching the earth is flat to people sharing our
I
show.
wanted 3 people to share our show with the title "The Earth is Flat," and I'll come on next week and pour the neti pot through my nose. And dude, I got tips. Like shit, they give you that paper. One, the writing's way small. Who wants to read that? I can give you some tips and tricks that I've learned and demonstrate the neti pot if
How
3
about
people
look?
share the show.
How about you do us a favor and just tell us how the thing works.
I don't do this to do people favors.
How does the thing work?
How
We've said
salt water poured through your nasal cavity.
So George, bring back the neti pot picture, because
Mine doesn't look like that. I would
this,
never buy
this
that.
looks like an erect,
Yeah.
uncircumcised
That's
penis.
why I don't have that one.
Which you-
That's
oh, wait.
for like different people
Neti
buy
pot.
these.
Neti pot. That's what you neti pot.
Mine's white ceramic. I would never do that in plastic neither.
You'd never use a colored.
But
neti
sometimes
pot.
I heat up the water. Now this is where it gets. You want a couple of things right now?
Yeah, like what the
All right.
fuck? Like
So you got a little.
so this
little
goes
salt.
in. Which nose does this go in?
I wish it was the one I have.
Yeah, but
But
which
whatever.
nostril does that go in?
Well, one at a time.
Okay, so is it a one thing, or you
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
do one and then the other?
You want?
Is
so,
it-
what?
Is it an OCD where one works, but in your mind you really got to do one on each side until you even it out? Or,
No, I think you can actually feel and tell that, yeah, you need to do both. One is the entrance where I think it's doing the most good, and the second one is just drainage. And then you switch sides. And you pour warm salt water through your nose. Kind of
This-
like at the beach. You ever been to the beach?
I
and you
hate the
dive in
beach, dude. I hate the
I
beach.
can tell.
They
But it's something
they
that
sting
happens
you
at
with
the beach.
stingrays. They sting you with fucking jellyfish. It's hot. The sand sticks to you. Like there's other people that are nasty out there. I don't like the beach.
All right.
But what do we do with the beach?
And sometimes, man, you're out there for a little while in the salt water. It helps your skin, and then also I always found I could breathe. And it's because of the salt and the salt water and getting into your nose, it really clears you out. So, man, after having that sinus fucking bad, Sunday night I couldn't breathe. Like I was in your mouth. When you can't breathe and you got to talk for 2 hours, your mouth dries out like constantly. So I'm chugging water and fucking trying to not breathe. I couldn't breathe through my nose at all, but...
All right, I don't
The
think
neti
we
pot
should.
helps, man.
I think the neti pot helps, and I'm begging the
But the
audience.
problem is then you
please
got-
share the show 3 times and
Yeah.
type flat Earth.
And then you'll do it too.
Please- Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, of course.
6, and you
Yeah.
do it too.
No, I don't care. 3
Oh,
times.
really?
I'm not. You see, this is what you do. Every time someone agrees to something you do, you up the ante.
Yeah, making it bigger and
I'm
better.
hip to your jive, bro.
All right.
Like I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, it
you
was
know?
black, whatever it was.
So no,
Got
we'll
all
stick
over
at
your
3.
hands.
3 people. Share the show. Type flat Earth.
The earth is
Which-
flat. I think it'd be more appropriate.
Well, are you gonna see? Because
What?
this is what you're doing. Is that you're trying to
I want them, 3 people, to share this show
and write.
and type, the earth is flat.
The Earth is flat. That's it. George, let's put it out there. It's done. It's a wrap. Why? What? Please, like, this is what I've been waiting for. This is the grand finale. Like, why did you text me that we wanted to talk about flat Earth?
Well, he was on, they talked about on your buddy Joe Rogan's show, so I figured it was a relevant topic. I think it's pretty interesting. We talked about it on Not Real Radio. It's all over YouTube. It's the new Catch Me Outside, man.
So give me the reason. Why are we? Who's talking about? Who are these people that are trying to convince themselves that there's a flat Earth?
I don't understand the question.
You're saying that on Not Real Radio and all these different platforms are talking about flat Earth. Who are these people that are saying that there's a flat Earth? I don't even understand.
Well, some of them belong to the
Is it
Flat
like
Earth
a disc?
Society.
Like if it's perfectly flat, it has no width, right? George, am I right about that? If the Earth is perfectly flat,
I mean, your
it
cell
has
phone's
no
flat
width.
and it's got other measurements.
Oh.
Just because it's flat don't mean it's a, non-existent.
So you're saying
like a piece of loose leaf.
So what you're trying to say
I'm not saying anything,
is that
pal.
we're all living on a cell phone that's flying through the
It
universe.
could be.
At
It's
like,
probably curved at the top with some kind of dome-like
that's
shape.
not
that would
flat. That's not flat.
What?
Flat is flat. Like this is not flat once you put a curve. Like curve doesn't go with flat.
I want to argue with you about it, but I don't understand the problem. It would be, it just, I don't know where it's at, but we had that Earth over there, and
Okay.
it's foam, okay?
The people that
it's round. Now, if you took that globe and smushed it, it would have thickness, and it would be flat.
Okay.
Does that make
So
sense?
what shape do you
It's
think?
not like this. There's probably, I don't
What
know.
shape
They
do
don't
you
know
think
what's
the
at
Earth
the
is?
bottom. No one's ever gone there. Which shape do I think?
So
globe is?
nobody's ever gone to the bottom of the Earth?
I don't think so.
Wouldn't you be able
It's
to
a
drill
long way.
right through it to the
You
other
probably could, but I don't think they're interested in that. The oil's at a certain level, and there's no reason really to keep going.
Bro, I don't understand why you.
Why
oh
what?
man.
Why not?
No. So who was trying to convince you that?
Oh, no one's trying to convince me, though. Like, I don't feel like there's any one person who is anonymous.
We watched. Did you watch? I'm a huge Joe Rogan fan.
Oh, I can tell. That's why you
you-
don't believe in the flat Earth theory. Because if Joe Rogan did, you probably would.
Well, no.
If Joe Rogan would have hinted that it was even a possibility, you would not be laughing at me.
No.
Because I heard Joe Rogan talk about multi-dimensions and things happening on multi-dimensional levels that could
was
exist
his-
here, but they don't, and they're okay
that was
with
his guest. That was his guest.
But
That was his
they're
guest. That
okay
wasn't
with
him.
that.
That's Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's
But,
like.
okay, so he's okay with that, but yet the theory of the flat Earth laughs it
No,
off.
it's just
I'm gonna
like
tell you how these fucking
it's just
jokers
like me
work.
and you sitting here the whole time. I'm letting you just spout off whatever bullshit you want to bring on that night. Like,
But
when-
you don't think if Joe Rogan would have stood up to him and said, no, I think this is a possibility, that more people who listen to Joe Rogan would consider it a possibility?
that the Earth is flat.
Correct.
The Earth is
Just
not.
as a possibility to go watch
Oh,
a video for themselves.
So what you're saying is, if Joe Rogan pushed it, more people would. Of course,
How
they
many
would.
people do you think
Of
went
course
up and
they
looked
would.
at string theory that never read a fucking physics book in their whole entire life? Went and read about string theory because of Joe Rogan.
And they
saying-
read the
And then
first-
read about interdimensional fucking time travel and shit because Joe Rogan said it's a possibility. I'm just saying, just because Joe Rogan laughs off the Flat Earth Society, maybe you should not just laugh it off based on no fact. How many crackpot fucking videos have you watched out there that end up being total bullshit, but that you heard on a show and were interested and went and looked at them? Just go look at the Flat Earth theory. It's okay not to fucking believe it. But
You
what
know-
I'm saying is a lot of people take a lot of things for fact just because somebody like Joe Rogan thinks so. And I think that's scary and it's sad. And it goes against everything that those people who are listening to Joe Rogan are supposed to be against. And he's
Do you
just
think the-
turning
do you
a
think the
cult
Earth
of
is flat?
personality. No,
think
I don't know.
You don't know if the Earth is flat.
I don't know if it's flat. I don't know if it's round.
Look up the Duke basketball player who thinks that the Earth is flat and that dinosaurs don't exist. I want to say his name out here.
Well, I've never seen
Because
a dinosaur.
But don't you agree that there are like
Large
bones and
Yeah, but I think they guess on a lot of other shit.
Bro,
Kind of just like
dinosaurs
space.
were here for hundreds of millions of years. We're here at best 5, and we're
That's
about to
just
fucking.
you're rambling off numbers. Like those numbers change, and I'm sure they're not completely accurate. You could probably go to 4 or 5 different places.
Oh, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie
Yeah.
Irving.
What about him? You can go to different places and
Kyrie Irving is
how
a
big the Earth is
superstar
and all that.
basketball player, and he thinks that dinosaurs are not real and that the Earth is flat.
Well, not real in what sense? I don't know. We're arguing
Like-
about this guy's belief. I don't really care. But what I'm saying is they get these bones and they have this. They do as much testing as they could probably possibly do. How good the testing is has completely changed over the years. I mean, science is still young. What I'm saying, my basic point of the Earth is flat comment
Is that it's
that
probably
science
flat.
is young, science evolves, and to do research, even if it's something as
We
nutty
take
as,
pictures of the Earth.
go look for them and see the ones that haven't been enhanced. They're all Photoshop. Saying that you've actually seen the Earth from space is like seeing you actually saw what a playmate looked like when she just woke up in the morning. And that's a fact. That is, I'm not making it up. I mean, you go look at NASA and all their pictures are enhanced.
Did we land on the moon?
I don't believe so.
Ooh, you don't think so? We've never.
I think if we did land on the moon, that's not these videos, and the story's probably not anything like what we're sold. I think we might have landed on the moon to see if they'd had any resources, possibly. We seem to like to do that, but I don't think those videos are real and all that. I don't believe that. I think NASA's a lot of bullshit. NASA gets a lot of money, and boy, there sure are a lot of satellites and things in space that I never remember being put there. So they're doing something.
Man,
Your tax money's being well spent.
I'm ready to talk about my life.
Yeah, tell me, how'd you get so dirty?
So, you know what? I guess what's probably fucking irritating me today is my hands. Because you know what I had to do today? I had to
Glued something.
I had to work today. Yeah, yeah. I had to actually.
FRP or
I had
floor
to-
or what?
No, so what's on my hands is, you know how they make a latex expandable mortar repair tube, right? You can go in. You can go in the.
It's like cement in a.
Yeah, like you
caulking
go
gun.
in, like you go into Home Depot in the building materials section, and they have a bunch of different items that help you repair concrete and brick mortar or something like that.
Small jobs.
Yeah, exactly. Very small jobs. So it's a tube of mortar that's got the sand mixed in it and Portland cement, which, if you ever wonder what makes up the perfect building material, brick and mortar is like Portland cement, limestone, sand, and a couple of other things.
You
mixed
like
together.
a 33rd degree.
Yeah, right. So today, I haven't done anything in the field or actually done any real work in about, other than like helping friends, in like 10 years. So today I have to.
My boy.
Yesterday around 5 o'clock, I get a call and a conference call and some paperwork that shows me that I need proof of work completed by the following day's business in New York, which means 4 o'clock where we're at, right? So
You said like this. It should just be straight.
yeah, like
All right,
whatever.
it's
I mean,
flat.
yeah, because
All right, so
okay, so I got you. So there's only, when you do what I do, there's only like 2 ways to handle that. You either have
wear gloves or don't.
right?
All right, no.
Well, no, it's because it's like
Oh, you either call somebody else to get them to rush out there and do it and
Yeah,
pay
it's-
a fortune,
and it's-
or you go and,
and
do
it's
it
12
yourself.
items, which are very specific to a HUD loan that was issued to a property. So it's like they're
We
asking
get
for
down to the bottom
right,
of this
they're-
bullshit.
Right, they're asking for 11 really specific things, and I get there and I meet with the maintenance supervisor, and he's a fucking rock star. He's the best in the company, and I'm looking forward to it because I know I got him to work with.
Oh,
right?
really? All right.
His name is Wardell. He's 6'8", and he's just a sweet dude and knows a lot of stuff. So we meet this morning about 8 o'clock, and we're like, all right, we have these 11 items. 8 are complete. We need to complete these 3. And the reason these 3 aren't complete is because, like, it's just not everybody does them every day. One of them is like a gutter, 80 feet in the air, a section of gutter. One is this brick repair, which Wardell's never done. He does AC, he's never done
Yeah.
a mortar repair.
They ain't gotta have a line somewhere.
I have done mortar repair,
Yeah.
but it's been 10 fucking years. So I was like, all right, bro, this is how we're gonna work this. These 3 crazy things, like, you're gonna do these 2, and I'm gonna do this 1, because you don't know how to do it. And actually going and putting your hands on real work, it shows you real quick that if you don't do this stuff on a daily basis, as you know, you got no right putting your hands on work like that.
Just to let you know, it sucks when you do it on a daily basis too.
Yeah, but at least you're like
What? Used to having to do some shit like that?
Yeah, and you know how to make stuff look finished.
When I started insulating one time, I couldn't take it, and I bitched, and I cried, and I whined, dude, and I break out into a rash.
Yeah.
And, dude, it was miserable. And I asked the old man in construction, I'm like, hey, man, how the fuck do you get used to this? I can't get used to it. It's making me miserable.
He wears
I'm
long
like,
sleeves.
He goes, no, you never get used to it. You just stop fucking bitching about it.
That's
I was
probably
like,
a good
oh,
point.
my God.
Well, because you know what them old school cats find out? Is that when
Better to sell drugs.
Nah, well, that when you're putting insulation in the house and you're getting ready to go home and it starts fucking with you, you go home and take a 10-minute ice cold shower.
It doesn't
and
stop the whole
Yeah, it
ride
does.
home and
Oh,
fucking
no, you're right.
doing it all day.
You're right.
Yeah,
So-
the rash goes away almost
Yeah,
instantly
yeah.
after you take a shower.
It's weird how that works, right? Cold water, it seizes and it shoots the little particles out. It's crazy. So anyway, I had to do real work today.
Yeah.
And
You got it all over.
I will say I should have given George the pictures, like the before and after. And
Did you know you were doing it? Did you dress properly and everything, or did
No,
you show
I did,
up in your?
I did everything the way an idiot would do it.
okay.
Was just showing up to do it.
Yeah,
I
flip-flops
showed up-
on, fucking-
No, I had my work attire on, and I showed up, and I didn't have the right tools, and I hadn't assessed the situation, and I ran to Lowe's. At Home Depot, bought what I needed, and I used Wardell's tools. And the finished product looked good, but it looked like, what was that?
child did it.
No, what was that character because the finished work looked good. I know how to make something look finished. You remember that character that spins a million miles an hour? And it's just
Tasmanian Devil.
Tasmanian Devil. It looked like the Tasmanian Devil showed up to do this work. It's like grass
Oh,
was...
everywhere else looked
Yeah,
bad.
like everything else looked like shit. But all I needed was before and after pictures. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit aggravated, but...
Well, good.
I don't know. You definitely turned me up to
Thought you were
11 when got
aggravated
here.
because I did something wrong to you.
No, you did.
You apologize for that? That wasn't right.
I'm not. No.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
should say you're
apologizing for
sorry.
that. You should say that you're sorry about
For what?
withholding.
Fuck it, I
Withholding?
withheld for a reason.
Okay.
The only thing that made the beginning of this show entertaining is that we were upset. People just like to see us upset.
It naturally happens sometimes. So here's the next thing.
getting too
so
sensitive.
I'm gonna try to tie this in. Two things. You texted me a couple of things. One of them was depression.
Yeah,
you texted me the line depression. So this weekend, I don't know what the fuck
Had
was up.
something after, too.
Well,
I forget what it is.
It
It doesn't matter.
No.
Letdowns.
Yeah, letdown,
yeah.
right? So this weekend I had no work, no nothing to do. Things were completed like it was just a weekend for myself. But I did get to a point where I was nervous and I had to go buy something.
Oh, yeah,
And I
really?
feel terrible for it. Yeah. I went and bought a PS4.
No, I know. You texted
Right?
me with that. I'm like,
Right,
what? You
like-
bought a PS4?
Well, when I was in college and after that,
Yeah, you a gamer? You're an old school gamer.
I put
OG.
a lot of time into games, and I don't do
What
this
was the
often.
last console?
The last console I had was PS3. And
Oh, God. All right.
And I played one
That's not that
round of one WWE game, and then I gave it to my friend Woody, and then he broke it. But I don't care because I wasn't using it, and I gave him
So
to
you
him.
have been on advanced game consoles.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
it's
like you
been-
stopped at Sega Genesis.
Yeah, but you got to remember, PS3 is 4 years ago.
Oh, really? All right.
Right, so it's been that long.
That shit goes
So
fast.
I'm like, okay, I'm feeling bad. I need something to fill the void. I'm not a purchaser. Like I very rarely go buy shit.
Oh, going to the store is horrible.
But I do know that I've got a get out of jail free card, or at least I thought I did. I have a get out of jail free card like once every couple of years. I can go spend $400 and make myself feel better.
All right.
Because I never do it.
Yeah.
Dude. So I go to Best Buy.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, PS4, like people have been talking about games and shit. I know people that play it. I could get online with them and whatnot. And I walk in there and I'm like, oh, damn. They got this thing on sale for $199. Like the PS4
Really?
is because I got an email that gave me a $50.
Damn, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was
All
an
right.
email. It was an email that got me a $50 gift certificate if I went and bought a PS4. And there's one for
Right,
$250.
you go. You get
Yeah,
that.
so I'm
You
like,
gotta
fucking
go
right.
do it.
I'm
Fucking
getting
right.
So buy this thing, and I'm like, dude, you'd have thought me and the salesperson at Best Buy were like, joined at the hip.
Best
I'm
salesman
like,
ever.
I'm like, bro, I need you to come help me get me back into PlayStation. I'm ready to give another try.
You
right?
broke all my rules.
I did. So the one that was on sale was the Call of Duty version. right? Which is where you buy the PS4.
The newest Call of Duty?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
But it's when you go to Best Buy to buy PS4, there's 3 things. There's the 1 terabyte, the 500 megabyte, and the 500 megabyte with Call of Duty.
Right.
So there's 3 things. So I bought the 500 megabyte with the Call of Duty.
Nice, good
and
choice.
I'm like, all right, there's a game involved in this, and I know you can download games, but I need something that's gonna like do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I need
instant gratification.
I need gratification within the first 15 minutes.
All right.
And I told this dude this. I was
Give
like,
me Rocket League.
right? And he was like, what's your favorite game from the past? I was like, well, to be honest with you, this may be controversial, or this may be not be the direction I want to go. Resident Evil was my favorite game from the old PS2. So he's
game.
like, Resident Evil 7 just came out, bro.
Yeah,
it's
what
the
a coincidence.
Shit. It's the bling bling. So I'm like, dude, you
You
solved,
the man, huh?
yeah.
You want to hug him?
Yeah, I was like, you solved all my problems.
Damn.
So I get home and I hook it up, and maybe 8 minutes in, I'm past Resident Evil.
Yeah,
I'm running,
frustrating, scary, nothing that you wanted to be.
Yeah, like I'm running around, there's nothing to do there, and I'm like, well, the game came free with something.
Oh, I get it.
So I'm like,
if it wouldn't destroy my PlayStation, I'd destroy that game. But it's only
Call of
downloaded
Duty,
in there.
right? Like
I can't even break it.
I put the Call of Duty in, and I'm like, oh, I'm shooting already, and it gets another 6 minutes of my time, and then it's over.
It's the new Call of Duty.
It's over.
So damn,
Like,
that quick.
dude, I was so looking forward.
You kind of had 2 bunk games, but I don't
So-
know if that would have helped.
So is there what? You know me. You know that I want excitement
Rocket
immediately.
League.
Rocket League.
Yeah.
Is this something that I can just download on the?
Oh yeah.
Because I confirmed
and it's
it.
cheap. It's like $20 or something. It was
confirmed
just
it.
on sale.
I have 15 days to return the PS.
Man, try Rocket League before you return it. It's fun, instant gratification. It's fast. You can get it into the zone momentarily. Like if the match is 5 minutes long, man, in a good match, 3 of those minutes, I'm fucking somewhere else, man.
Really?
I'm in fucking I am fucking Rocket League. It's fucking awesome.
All right.
Not to be confused with Rocket Man. That would be Elton John or a friend of his or something.
Start up the PS4,
Yeah,
turn
download.
on Rocket Man, and try
Rocket
it
League.
again.
Rocket League. Don't get Rocket Man.
Oh, you're a Rocket Man. Okay, so Rocket League. Anything
it's
else?
fun.
Because they can't, because I'm telling you, if I try that and I spend another 20, now I'm like 500 in the hole.
It's $20. Try it. If you don't if you like that, then I'll give you some other games I think are good.
What about Smash TV? You remember that one?
I don't know what that is.
Did you Smash? You remember, George? You remember Smash TV? Smash TV was the game.
We tried that on this show. It never worked out.
No. It was a game that was on NES or Super NES that like you pushed the 2 joysticks the same way and you shot, and it was like a game show. And you went into each thing, and it was like, shoot this thing, and you would kill everything on the one level, and then
Sorry, Papa, I never caught that one.
Man, I'm pretty sure it's Smash TV.
That's coming out next month. You have to just be patient.
But you did turn me on to Mutant League.
Yeah, Mutant League's coming out. I think the crowdsourcing or whatever it is finishing up. It looks like it's good. The graphics look cool. I'm optimistic.
I'm going to tell you this. What we're talking about is Mutant League football.
Yeah.
It was on the Sega Genesis.
I like things with league in it, maybe.
Yeah.
That's my type of video game.
Back in the day. And what I did see is somebody play the beta version of it, and they gave it a major thumbs down.
Really?
Yeah, major thumbs down.
How, though? I don't understand. As long as it gets the mechanics of the old one with better graphics,
It was too many gimmicks. I guess, you know what I mean? Like, too many gimmicks. The gimmicks won the game. Like, you could just be Electric Man every time, and, he fumbles. And
it wasn't an actual football game.
But that was
the other one's a football game with those elements introduced to it.
It was the beta version.
All right.
So.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll get worked out, because that would be fun. That was my favorite game of all time.
Mutant League football.
I loved it.
Okay.
It was incredible.
So, what else has been going on in your personal time, bruh?
Dude, we announced on Not Real Radio that Zombies Eating Sheep's playing the Deck Room with Magic Saturn and Pillsbury Flowboy. There's rumors that hip-hop is dead. I don't think it is. There's rumors that psychedelic rock is dead. I don't think it is. We're going to find out that night. Zombies Eating Sheep, I mean, that's trip-hop.
All right,
so a little psychedelic mixed with some hip-hop and then trip-hop at the end. It's, I think, 3 acts that totally don't go together, but actually
You think that's
completely
okay?
do. They completely go together.
Do you?
I guarantee it, yes. Because
So what? Give me a date on this thing, and let's explain what the
it's
deck
for a
will be.
while. It's going to be April 14th.
Okay, that's
so
okay.
we got a while to talk about it. So.
Yeah. So what we're talking about is Southport Hall.
Southport Hall.
They're doing a little renovation, right? And they're moving things
building
around.
a front room over there.
That front room there with the bar with the art. And I just want to say, I think this is inspired by the artist entrance.
Oh, definitely.
Right? I want to give some credit to that.
Oh, definitely.
The artist entrance has been on Tuesday nights over there, and I think that
They're
made
like,
them.
now we need a stage.
Well, yeah. I think they realized that. Oh, wait, this is some space that we haven't been providing to the public. And man, I tell you what, I got a feeling that there's going to be a mass exodus from all these other little spots in the Metairie, Jefferson area, and people are going to just run over to Southport and play there.
Southport Hall.
Do you see that
I
happening?
don't know. I don't know. It's too early to tell. Maybe there's room for everyone to
Yeah, but think
exist.
about it logically. Like, think about the places to play around here. Why would anybody choose anything other than Southport? Money.
Southport
That would be the
Hall.
only. That would be the only reason that would make you choose another place over Southport Hall. That's it,
That paper chase.
right?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to us playing there. Other than that, I'll give you a full report after.
Yeah, but I'm talking
But as
about
of
it
now, I
before.
was
It's not-
excited to hear it. I'm like, man, I fucking really like working with the team that they have over there. I like everybody
Okay.
who works there. I leave and I absolutely love.
So, okay,
I
well, then
think
let's talk
there-
about this.
There are
But,
certain people that I would invite or I would be comfortable inviting them to a show that I wouldn't invite other places.
Okay, so here's what I want
It's
to talk
just
about.
a pristine place.
Here's what I want to talk about. Okay, so one of the people on, you got y'all and two other people, right?
What does that mean?
On the bill, there's you and two other bands. One of them.
Magic Saturn and Billsbury Flowboy.
Yeah, I didn't remember the Magic Saturday.
gotcha.
Don't fuck.
No, that's why I keep saying.
But I do like talking about Billsbury Flowboy
Yeah.
because Billsbury Flowboy he's out of Chalmette, and you could do your best. I'm even talking about going up to guys like Mystical. You can do your best to find a better, more natural, fluent, amazing rapper in New Orleans surrounding areas than this guy.
Dude, I remember
And that-
watching him doing his freestyle, like on YouTube.
Yeah.
When you found out about him,
That's
you go
when we
look-
all found out about it.
Right, that's the first thing
Pillsbury
you go-
Flowboy
you go
off
look
the
it
dome.
up, you know?
Please go to YouTube and check this dude out. Like,
He was an incredible battle rapper, and then the more I listened to his songs and actually, you listen to a song at first, you're like, yeah, I like it. You don't really know why. You never analyze the lyrics. Once I really got into analyzing his work, I'm like, this motherfucker's incredible, and just as good on those recorded and written songs as he is a battle rapper. Possibly better. It's just two different skills, but he's.
of course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There could be some really good battle rappers that never really converted to a studio, rapping or.
I mean,
a
let's
live
just say
act.
this: what he focuses
does.
on, the two things he focuses on, I wouldn't even know how to jump in that arena.
50%
Like-
of his efforts are like wasted. Like he's so higher up on that
Okay.
level. If he only had to focus 50% to at least be average. And when he goes 100% on something, you like to use that term. It sounds finished,
Yeah,
and you're like, wow.
it does. Now, I do have a little bit of a, I just don't want to naysay, but with that type of talent does come a certain level of,
Oh, here we go.
you know what I mean? Like,
No, I want to know. Tell me.
okay, how about I just say this? Do you think he's going to do anything to actually promote the show? Or I tend to get a little bit of an arrogant feeling from him.
This is a Not Real Radio Presents show, so I actually don't care and will not even. I mean, if they do, whoever does, great, and I appreciate it, but I'm used to not getting any help from fucking anybody to promote. And believe me, we will do what we can to draw attention to this. And by putting Not Real Radio Presents on it, I take even more of that burden of if somebody doesn't go to the show, it won't be because they don't know about it, because I'll do everything in my power and my wallet to make that not the case. So I'm not looking for Billsbury to share the show or invite anybody or There's not pre-sale tickets. Like, I'm just gonna.
So it's not going to bother you if the people you have playing with you do zero to promote the thing.
No, I don't care.
I
quit caring
I
about
don't believe
that.
you. It's
I
going to be
quit
one of the
caring
things.
about that a long
It's going to be
time
one of the
ago.
things you talk about 15 minutes before we go on the air. I already know it. The April 4th, the show, the week before.
If he
you're
shows
gonna
up and does an incredible set, I will be happy. Now, if he shows up, does an incredible set, and then gets mad, don't feel like he made enough money, or it wasn't, the situation didn't get taken advantage enough.
You're paying these people.
I mean, people hopefully will make money, and people go to the show, they play a cover, you pay sound, and then you can make a little bit of money to pay for the expenses that it costs to do a fucking show.
Okay.
I'm not paying them. The fucking door is paying them. But my point is, I see, and I don't say Billsbury, I'm saying in general, when a band comes up and they're mad that they didn't make certain amount of money, and they can see that they brought out absolutely nobody to a show, I get pissed about that, because unfortunately we don't live in a market to where there's people at Southport every weekend no matter what. They're just not there. Like, yes,
Well,
as
now
a
with the
band,
deck room.
you don't get paid because you did a good job to entertain people. You get paid because you brought people there to entertain and they bought drinks. Yeah, and that's just the bottom line. So as long as something like that don't happen, I have no complaint. Very few shows that I've ever booked with Zombies Eating Sheep have we really got a tremendous amount of help. There's been shows that, we worked together well with people, or felt like, hey, at least they put forth a little bit of effort. But for the majority, most of the shows we've ever played, I haven't felt that anybody even came close. Sometimes I feel like Allie and I are so overbearing with the marketing that people feel like, hey, the fire's already raging. No need for me to throw gas on it. Or they're just embarrassed about it and don't feel like it's a big deal.
I noticed my band didn't get an invite.
But this show, no, because your band don't fucking exist. You got 30 minutes of recorded audio and no stage show. So let me know when you're ready, and I'll be happy to I'll be happy to contact Mr. Bagnetto for you.
How long is Flowboy playing for?
Like 2.5 hours.
That's
it's going to be
bullshit.
one of them you do acid shows and you come and sweat it out with glow sticks.
I just think
and
it's
suck on
interesting that,
pacifiers.
this big thing that everything's going to happen with.
Jeez. You had your chance. You canceled, so now you got to wait.
Oh, right. Now
it's been a year.
Now
so
I got to be in line.
Simple Jack is up for suggestions. Actually, we really did go, who in the hell would we book? Like, instantly when we book a show, I dread it, so I want to make it to where I have something to look forward to. And I said, man, in a perfect world that of people we actually have an opportunity to play the show with, there was nobody I would rather go see that night play somewhere than Magic Saturn and Billsbury. I haven't seen Billsbury in a while.
I'm with you on
That's
that,
I just want to see him, so I don't give a fuck. As long as he shows up and does his set, I don't even care if he's got a fucking backing track. I want to see it.
Yeah.
And I've only ever seen it at House of Blues, and it kind of pisses me off. Like, I want to see him in a different spot. Like, that was great to see him there, and I'm thinking this will be a little more raw, like back to the roots. It'll be an intimate show, and to be able to go to an intimate show with either one of these bands is going to be good. I'm telling you, Magic Saturn, one song into it, and you're going to be trying to figure out if you're listening to Pink Floyd covers or if that's really their songs.
Yeah, I haven't seen those.
It takes a
dudes
lot
yet,
to impress me, and especially right now since I quit the local music scene, that it takes a lot to impress me. And this is a show that I want to fucking see this. Like,
and
it's
that's okay.
once again another selfish thing that I did.
I don't mind talking about Billsbury because I've always wanted him to get more run than he's ever had. I've wanted him to have more run than he's even willing to get himself. So I'm
get
also
more what?
Run to get.
You're talking hip hop terms.
No, it's not hip.
I got Death Row shirt.
I used to watch. What was the fucking George? What was the white guy sports? Jim Rome.
Yeah, I like
Jim Rome on his show, when he would give somebody like time on his show to talk about them, he would call it giving them some run.
All right, yeah,
So,
yeah.
and that's
Give
what I'm saying.
time.
I've always wanted Flowboy to have more run than he's even wanted to give himself.
Right. He's one of the few people that can actually pry the mic out of your hand. No, not even that.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, let's be honest.
All right.
He does something that I can't do, and I do something that he can't do. That's
Well, yeah, sure, I'll go with that.
no, it is. if you asked him to front a band, original or not, the way that I do it, he wouldn't be able to accomplish
Yeah,
that.
he'd be
And-
like, look, man, I ain't fucking singing fucking Milkshake.
no, I'm talking about original either. He just doesn't.
Really?
Yeah, it's not. We just do two different things.
True.
He is a fucking amazing wordsmith rapper, and I'm an MC. Like it's.
Alright.
So it's two different things, but I don't want to share.
He
a
can't
stage.
play volleyball worth the shit out there.
Or Tecmo Bowl.
That's right. Huh? Oh, sorry.
Dude,
ass.
what happened with the Super Tecmo Bowl thing?
What? What happened? You weren't there.
I wasn't there,
You
but
had
I
to
do want to
fucking
know.
You had to do shit.
What happened with the Super Tecmo Bowl championship, man? Tell me who was the winner. You don't even remember?
It's gonna come to me.
Was it B-Goat?
Somebody beat B-Goat. It was
Somebody-
Tony Drama.
Oh,
Tony
God.
Drama won. Yeah,
God.
that's it.
You know what? That's okay. I can't blame
What?
anything because I didn't go. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like Tony
lost.
Drama, I'm positive I could beat him using one hand, but
I lost the first one. I had that problem where Barry Sanders decided he couldn't hold on to the ball. And
oh
fumbled
my
a bunch.
God, you
Not
used the
saying that's-
Lions?
Oh, dude, I love Barry
Why
Sanders.
didn't you
I was
use
doing
the
good.
49ers?
Because I don't want to
I
fucking
told
have
you
that
that.
ugly ass fucking team.
Well,
I wanted blue.
You know, I used well. Okay.
I don't give a fuck who's on the team. I want a blue
Bills,
team.
the
And
Bills,
Barry Sanders?
The Bills.
I'm
That's
not
who you
playing
should've-
with the Bills. I have to kick a field goal at the end and I'm going to miss it.
That's why I fuck y'all in y'all butts every time we play because
Why?
I'm.
Because you picked the 49ers?
No, I'm the Bills. I'm QB Bills and Thurman Thomas and fucking Andre Reed and
I'll fuck
Lofton.
you up in Tecmo Bowl.
You're 0-3. I'm pretty sure. That's
I
what your
won the
record
next
is.
one, then I had
All
to
right,
leave.
well, look, we're wrapping things up.
Don't
We're
say
wrap-
I'm not 0-3.
You've lost at least 3 times to me. You tried 3 times.
Oh, to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant overall.
Yeah. No.
Like,
It
I've had a
wasn't
couple
even,
of knockouts.
Like, and
It was
all 3 of those was
against
over
you.
at halftime. Like,
I
you
know.
know that.
All right, dude. You know, you're being very hurtful tonight.
I know. Well, I had to work today. You see
Need
my
this
hands?
abuse. Yeah.
You see my hands? Like that. This is disgusting. I've washed them like 6 to 9
You
times.
like
and
reverse Negro.
it's like, I don't know. It's coming out. So what?
I'm telling you, hey, after the shower, you take your nice sharp razor blade, and I mean, don't cut it. Just
Oh,
take
God.
it. It comes right off. I promise.
I don't think I want that. I don't
Hey,
think I
it's
want
hey,
that.
you did some man work.
I wanna-
Continue on, man night.
know.
Scrape some skin off.
No, that was it. I showed him. Like I sent a.
I'm not doing this for 10 more
I sent a
years.
picture to the. I did. I sent a picture to the entire company and said, "This is why you don't ask me to do real work," right? And it was a before and after. And the after looked good, but the picture of me, I had fucking latex mortar all over my.
It's on your face.
Yeah. So, what do you got going on between now and the next show?
What?
Like, what you got going on this weekend? What's
No, I'm not
what's-
giving my itinerary.
what's
I don't know.
what's to come
Stuff.
for the Czar?
I know we're going to see
You're not
Kane
playing.
Resurrection
You're not
at Southport Hall.
Okay, so
Southport
you're
Hall.
already back in the local game. All
Yeah,
right,
we're going
so-
to see them. They came on the show. I like those guys. They're nice. Had a good time on the show with them. Wayne didn't sing, unfortunately, because Prado's don't know how to tune a guitar or something. And then,
What?
yeah, I don't know. I wanted him to do. After you told me that, I fucking text him. I'm like, dude, Wayne's got to sing. Can you get it? Play an acoustic song? And he's like, we'll see. And then they don't have one. And he comes on. He's saying some shit about, it's tuned to B, but it needs to be dropped
Oh,
D,
my
E
God.
or something. So it got too complicated. But we didn't get to hear Wayne sing, so it worked.
That's a shame.
I'm gonna
man,
go
'cause
see him
he's-
Friday night at
Yeah,
Southport Hall.
right.
Southport Hall with Head PE.
Oh
They
wait.
do motor grades playing, and
Man,
they
this-
wear fucking paint like fucking crazy looking motherfuckers. And music, but they look crazy.
So-
Wayne's getting a fucking grill put in.
Like permanently?
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
he
He's
wants to
making,
be called White Wayne now.
how many? How many?
You gotta check this shit out.
How many wrong decisions is this man making?
They gonna wear ringer tees and shit. It's gonna be insane.
Because I gotta say, like, it's not just me.
What?
Kane Resurrection, their singer Wayne, like, that dude is legit. There are many people who think he's one of the best singers in the city. I don't know why he wouldn't sing.
I don't know, dude. You paint Jack's toenails one time and he talk highly of you.
I don't even know what that means. But all right. Well, I mean, I guess it's been a good week.
What's wrong?
I don't know, man.
What? Come on.
I don't know. I guess just things are just weird, bruh. Like
What?
it's
Really? You freaking out?
no, I'm not freaking out. I don't know. There's a lot going on.
I thought when you finished Paper Chase, then you were gonna be freed up. But now you like went into
can't decide what to do.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's what it
Yeah.
is, right? Like that's
I see
done,
it in
and
you.
it's
You
like
don't know what to focus
I can't-
on. You're doing
yeah.
you got to take your ADD medicine.
and that's what happens is that when I don't know what to focus on, I jump to anger.
You're right.
Anger, right? And
Right,
I go in. 'cause
It
that's
sells.
yeah,
Right?
you know, anger sells. But that's all right. So what are we doing
It's
this
all
week?
right. You still upset about something?
No, absolutely not. So I'll tell you what I got going on this weekend.
Yeah. You're
I'm going to be doing my thing the rest of the week, which is just normal operation. And then Saturday, Paper Chase
All right.
is playing in Baton Rouge to close the Spanish Town Parade
Wait,
Festival.
Saturday night?
Yep, Saturday night in Baton Rouge.
Get out of here.
Yep.
Dude, we're going to be there.
Oh, you
Saturday
really?
during the day.
Yeah. So
that might be funny.
Yeah. So
What is this thing?
It's basically Baton Rouge, not on Tuesday, really celebrates their Mardi Gras on the Saturday before Mardi Gras. So we are playing at the end of this all-day festival and closing the show. And there's a parade that goes out in front where we play. So
Are you serious?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Baton Rouge's Mardi Gras.
Exactly. It's called
Oh,
Spanish Town Mardi Gras, and they got a parade and the whole deal.
Maybe
and-
we ain't going to Baton
Yeah.
Rouge.
Yeah, right? I wouldn't just let you know they locked the streets
Fuck,
up.
there's nowhere safe.
Paper chase.
Yeah, now I wanted to go, and then you tell me it's in the middle of
Yeah.
a fucking Mardi Gras
Yeah.
parade. I'm like, man, fuck.
Well, it's at the end. The parade's
That'll
way,
be fun, though,
We
to be on
close the night.
stage.
We play from like 6 to 9 or something like that.
Oh, that'll
so,
be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
So, all right. Well, if you're into Paper Chase, come out Saturday to Spanish Town Mardi Gras. If you're into Zombies Eating Sheep, April 4th at the Deck Room.
14th.
April 14th.
We got a long way to go.
Long way to go at the Deck Room, but we want to start talking about Southport Hall, the Deck Room.
Southport Hall.
And this has been Wine and Cheese. We'll talk to you then.